for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them a while. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
It is time to start out the 10-race chase for the Pennzoil Truck Series. Chase race number 1 heads to the Michigan International Speedway, this fast 2-mile oval, for the running of the Great Clips 200. 12 chase drivers come into this race even in points. Who's going to leave on top and start out their chase on the right foot? Trey Rainey in the 18, one of our non-chasers, has the pole for today's race. Two's outside the 41 of Tim Randolph. Randolph won his way into the chase with a win at Richmond last race, a very clutch victory for him. In third, we have Steven Taylor. Fourth is Greg Lee, and rounding out the top 5, Derek Bouchard, one of our chasers. Another chaser, Cole Luigi, in 60, comes into this race, the first seed in the chase. In 7th is last season's champion, Mathis Wells, not going to have a shot to defend his championship this season. Two's outside Daniel Price in 8th. 9th is Roland Cook, and Reese Bennett rounds out the top 10. The rest of the field with landlines, two's outside is Lawrence Palapon. Then behind them, Francis Dustin with Michael Sanders. Then we have Danny Lloyd and Keith Stevens, along with Ricky Miller and Jake Galloway. Then there's Oliver Galloway and Danny Bright. Behind them, Jonathan Buford and Anthony Hernandez. Then there's Anton Charles and Eli Tomlin. Then we have Blake Petrus and Mike Burrow, along with Luke Rainey and Marshall Burrow. Then there's Laura Delano, who is subbing for Jay Jefferson the rest of this season. To her outside is the 30th Racer. Then Jack Henramo and Kishon Richardson. Cynthia Bright with Matt Hamill. And in the final round, Max Rossi, the 28, to his outside, the 60 of Riley Spurley-Tube. So there is our 36 truck field for the Great Clips 200 here at Michigan. Let's go down track side and get the command to fire these trucks up.
Drivers, start your engines!
Great command to fire these engines up for our first chase race of 10 in Season 5 of the Pennzoil Truck Series. Rainey, the Season 1 champion of the series, rolls off the starting grid with the pole position. Two's outside one of our chasers and the guy who won last race, Tim Randolph. What a better place to start the Pennzoil Truck Series chase than here at Michigan. 15 laps around the 2-mile oval. Last season we saw a crazy race with chasers being involved in crashes. A through-ride move to the victory went Mathis Wells. Can Wells do that here again this season to get his first of the season? Fun fact, Wells won this race last season in the 51 truck. He went on to win the championship. So is this possibly a race that could determine a champion if a chaser wins this race? We'll find out in 15 laps. As we mentioned, Season 1 champion has the pole, Trey Rainey. Pace truck is in. 12 chasers will start their quest for a championship right here, right now, today. To the restart zone for Trey Rainey and the field. 36 trucks are green at Michigan. Alrighty, 3 wide in the pack, and chaser Derek Bouchard leads lap 1. He wants to get away from that 3 wide. This is a horrible mess being if you're a chaser. Lane lines to the inside to turn 1, has the position down low. Francis Dustin has pushed her behind, but look at them, 3 wide back there. If a truck gets to the outside wall and comes down, could cause a melee. Here they come. Into the wall for the 4 wide down the back. Around they go. 44 around. Truck short to avoid. Tim Randolph is involved. Roland Cook as well. Around goes Max Rossi. Yellow flag in the air. Coming back around to the yellow flag, it's Francis Dustin to the inside lane lines, he gets clear. Lap 2, yellow flag, 3 wide off turn 2. Back to the start finish line front, Francis Dustin, Michael Sanders second, and Landon Lyons third. First caution flag of the race, and a few chasers involved. Max Rossi, Steven Taylor, Tim Randolph, the driver who won at Richmond and gets himself into the chase. Riley Spurley-Tube may have gotten damage, he was towards the back of the field. The 47 has damage, the 21 looks like it has some damage. Our first yellow of the day, early on, and in the front of the field. 2 chasers do get collected, and in this, we'll see the reason for caution 1 here in the Great Clips 200. We said to focus on this 3 wide because it's not going to end well, and we've seen this so many times. Just one truck, it only takes one truck to get a little too high, and that's Steven Taylor, the 44, gets a little too high there, and once he bounces off the wall, he's in a perfect angle to where he'll come down right into the 41. Tim Randolph, right there, spins him down into the 47. Coluigi goes low and makes contact with Danny Bright to get by. Anthony Hernandez gets by, pulls here, Trey Rainey gets by. There's the 41 sliding in the pack. Trucks try to stop. You see Laura Delano subbing for Jay Jefferson, gets by, and then right there, Max Rossi, somehow, I think maybe the 21 got him. But 2 chasers and all get damaged in this. But how about chasers Coluigi, Danny Bright, and Anthony Hernandez doing a great job getting by, especially Luigi, who's in the middle of it. I don't believe that third one got much damage, if at all. And I just want to see how Max Rossi went around this 28 truck. He is one of our chasers coming into this race. One of the 12 that are fighting for the championship. He got run over, yeah, from the 21, and then Riley Spurley Tube had to slam on the brakes to try and miss him. And a lot going wrong there. Well, let's go on board with 31 driver Coluigi. See if he did get any damage in this. He's in the middle of 3 wide and right behind the first trucks that go around. He got bounced around. We'll have to see if that damage is severe. He should be fine, but you never know what it looks like under the hood. Anthony Hernandez, the chaser, just missed it as well. Great job by the driver of the 13 to get by. Just in front of Anthony Hernandez was chaser Danny Bright. He finds a way through the madness. He and Coluigi made slight contact, but they're going to be fine. Tim ran off one of the first to go around in this madness. He was in the middle of the 4 wide. Randolph's like he didn't get hit come down the track. He shouldn't have too bad damage ups to see on this restart. And then Max Rossi, our last chaser that we'll go on board with, he's involved. Yeah, he has truck slowed and he got rear-ended there from behind. So, leading them back to the caution flag was the 84 of Francis Dustin. He beats Michael Sanders back in a side-by-side battle. The 84 of Francis Dustin out front here in the Great Cliff 200 to try to spoil the Chasers' party. He's leading here at Michigan. Lights are out atop the pace truck, which means we're going back green this time on lap number 7. Number 84, Francis Dustin, continues to lead. No trucks retired from that, so all 36 trucks still left on the racetrack and on the lead lap, including our 2 chasers involved in that crash, Tim Randolph and Max Rossi. Francis Dustin, the 84, leads on the restart. Behind him in second is Michael Sanders. Landon Lyons third. Keith Stevens, our first chaser, in fourth. And chaser behind him, Derek Bouchard. Then Danny Lloyd in sixth. The winner of this race last season, Mathis Wells, is seventh. Ricky Miller, eighth. Ninth is Danny Bright. And pole starter Trey Rainey rounds out the top 10. Look for Coluigi on this restart. He's going to restart 11th. Let's see if he can get up to speed. He may have some slight damage, if any damage at all. Same with Hernandez. He looked like he made some slight contact as well. So just look for those 2 trucks. See if they can get up to speed. Into the restart zone down the front stretch for Francis Dustin and the 84 team. We are back racing in the Great Clips 200 at Michigan. Sanders a great jump. He goes to the high side. Remember, he cannot pass to the inside before the start finish line. Let's go from the bottom for Landon Lyons to turn 1. Stevens goes high in the 25. Racing to turn 1. Side by side. For second, Landon Lyons is in the bottom lane. He'll go for the racing now. No help. Here comes chaser Derek Bouchard to help him out. Here they come down the back stretch. Side by side. Now the 15, peeking out 3 wide for the lead. Can Dustin get the push off the top? No. The 15 tandem with the 17 down low. Lloyd pushing. Chaser Bouchard back out front. 15 truck once again leads. Now he goes up the racetrack. Here comes Lloyd back to the bottom lane. 3 wide in the pack already. It only took them about a lap to get back to 3 wide. Here comes the 12, Ricky Miller looking 4 wide to turn 1. How's this going to work out? Into the wall. Sanders in the wall, he drops back, but will he drop back far enough? He's going to get into the outside wall. They are 4 wide everywhere. This is going to cause a crash almost certainly. Into the wall, down to the back, around goes the 84. Mathis Wells as well. Yellow flag again. And what chasers are involved? They're racing back to the yellow flag. Here comes chaser Anthony Hernandez for the lead on Danny Lloyd. Side by side, can the 13 get back in front to the start finish line? Drag race. The help up top. The chaser down low. Hernandez by a nose. Back in front over Danny Lloyd. And we have our second yellow flag. This time Dustin and Wells involved. Possibly Max Rossi. And we're going to get another restart. And this one's going to come with under 5 to go. Second yellow of the race happens in the same spot as the first one. We'll see the reason for the caution flag. We said this 4 wide was not going to work out. It's almost definitely going to cause a crash, and it does. They were 4 wide throughout the whole field. Dustin, the A4 up top with Derek Bouchard and Michael Sanders. They're going to impact the wall pretty hard here. Bouchard, one of our chasers, into it. Hardy comes down. Danny Bright makes contact there with Math as well, so one of our chasers does get some damage. How about the 88 and the 10? They get hooked together, but I believe they saved their trucks from making contact with the inside wall. We've seen it so many times. Yeah, the 88 and the 10, they do a great job getting unhooked, and they save their trucks. And once again, I don't think that's any damage that's going to end the race. I think we should have all saved their trucks to finish this race, as long as we don't get crashes there on the last restart of the day. But the 88 and the 10, they do a great job going down low and not getting hooked together to go into the inside wall. Great job by Danny Bright and Marshall Burrow there. Look at it. So far, we still have all chasers left in the race. And the 28 really close of them. The 41 looks like he's doing pretty well for himself. So Danny Bright, though, drops back. He's inside the top 10, now back to the 30. So we'll see how he can do on the free start and gain some positions back. Leading the back was chaser Anthony Hernandez by a nose over non-chaser Danny Lloyd. This will be the final restart of the race. We could get a quick yellow right after it. We could go green to the end. We'll see how it goes here at Michigan. Hernandez, the 13, leading at Michigan. The final 3 laps at Michigan. Will it be caution-free, or will we get a caution to end the race? It would be our third of the day. Hernandez, the chaser, leads. All 36 trucks still left on the racetrack. We should finish it like that unless there is, once again, a yellow flag, which ends it. Hernandez, chaser, trying to finish out the day and win and start the chase with the most points. In second, Danny Lloyd. Ricky Miller third. Daniel Price fourth. And Poles Air Trey Rennie is fifth, looking for a win this season. Eli Tomlin in sixth. Keith Stevens seventh. Landon Lyons eighth. Michael Sanders ninth. Derek Bouchard 10th. Greg Lee, Code Luigi, Jonathan Buford, Reese Bennett, and Jake Galloway are the front 15. How about Jake Galloway? He's come out of nowhere. Can he get a few more points before the race is over? We're going to find out. Restarts on Fernandez. We're back racing at Michigan. He gets a great jump over second place. Lloyd spun the tires. Miller looks to the outside the 12 truck. The inside going to be filled by Daniel Price now the 23. Looking low to turn 1. He has the lane underneath the 17 of Lloyd. That's the battle for second. The 13, our race leader, pulls away. Hernandez looking for his first Pennzoil Truck Series victory. He's never won a Pennzoil Truck Series race. Down the back stretch of their race. Side by side behind the race leader, but they're running him down in the draft. That drag with the big spoiler on the back of the 13 pulls him back. Now Price for the lead through 3. And they're 3 wide again. Landon Lyons to the bottom with Michael Sanders. You want to get out front. Yellow could come out at any point now with either 3 wide behind. We're coming to 2 to go. 4 miles left. Eli Tomlin for the lead. Landon Lyons behind him. Michael Sanders as well. 2 to go in the Great Clips 200. Here comes Michael Sanders. 3 wide for a second to turn 1. Blocked up by the 4 of Lyons. Looks to the inside for the lead. Double file on back. So we should make it off turn 2 and to the white flag without a yellow flag. Now they look 3 wide. Michael Sanders to the bottom of the 77. A push from chaser Keith Stevens. Trey Rennie coming back along with Luke Rennie and Jonathan Buford. The winner of this race last season at the white flag was outside the top 10. That was Mathis Wells. Who's going to be the winner this season? They're going 4 wide. Can they make it to the white flag? They will. Tomlin impacts the wall. Surge to the apron. White flag last lap. To the lead for Keith Stevens. Looking strong on the apron. He drops back on the inside. White flag last lap. Stevens in the 25 leads. Jonathan Buford to his bottom lane, the 07. Luke Rennie pushing him. Racer looking for his third of the season. Up the core, down the back, stretch in the wall for the 4. They keep it straight. Luke Rennie looking 3 wide just like Mathis Wells did last season. Can he make it work through 3? Luke Rennie, the 29. Won at Pensacola earlier in the season. Off turn 4, he clears the field. Racer up to second. But it's going to be too little too late for the 30. To the checker flag. It's a drag race. Luke Rennie wins at Michigan. How about that? What a run to the finish. Once again, a 3 wide move in turn number 3 results in a victory for the Pennzoil Truck Series driver Luke Rennie, his second win of the season. And my gosh, he's got to be feeling good about not making the chase, but this got to be bittersweet for him. Sweet in terms of victory, but bitter because he was so close to a chase spot if he would have won at Richmond. How about Luke Rainey? 2019 coming back after missing the chase, showing that they deserved to be in the chase after all. Let's go see the finishing results. Here we are for the finishing results from the Great Clips 200th Michigan International Speedway. We had 2 caution flags for 8 laps in this race and 6 lead changes among 6 different drivers as Luke Rainey started 28th in this race on the outside towards the back. They ends up in victory lane. As we mentioned at Michigan, you can pass easily, and that's what the 29 team did here today. Racer comes from 30th up to 2nd, and he is leading the points here at the start of the chase. So a great first race of the chase for Racer in that 30 team. Jack Cameron ends up 3rd, so how about all your top 5 started outside of the top 20 with Jonathan Beefer and Blake Petrus 4th and 5th, Michael Sanders 6th, Keith Stevens 7th, Matt Hamill, Enton Charbois, and Danny Lloyd inside the top 10 at the end. We look at the top 20, all of our top 10. The highest starter of the drivers who finished inside the top 10, 14th, that was Michael Sanders. So no one who started inside the top 10 finished inside the top 10. Close to that was Daniel Price, who ended up 11th, who started 8th. Trey Ring from the pole, 12th. He looked like he had a shot at the end, but got shoveled high. Coming to the white flag, Oliver Galway there, a chaser in 13th. Ricky Miller, Anthony Hernandez, 2 more chasers. Lord Delano, first race back, filling in for Jay Jefferson in these final chase races. Delano 17th, not too bad there. Hernandez most laps led 5 in the 15th position. Looking down here, Dustin also led 5 laps of the 8-4. He'll end up 32nd, and some chasers not having some great races down here. Derek Bouchard 21st, Jake Galloway 23rd, Cole Luigi 26th. Looking down, Danny Bright 31st, Randolph 33rd, and Max Rossi 36th. There's just not enough green flag laps for some of these drivers that got shuffled back to make their way back forward, but still a long rest of the chase left. 9 races to go in the chase, and a lot can happen in those 9 races. And, you know, we've said it so many times in the past, we've said it so many times this season. The chase format that we use, very, very forgiving in these series. You could have a few bad races, and still, if you have a good race, a great race, you can cancel out those bad races with just 1 race. So it's a very forgiving points format, and you could still come back, as we see Racer, obviously, and some of them, they're up there towards the top. They have double digits, but Max Rossi, he's still raced back. If he gets first next race and Racer gets last and everything else works out right, Rossi could be the points leader, tie with Racer. So anything can happen. And we're looking forward to anything happening. As we head to our next race, our second chase race of the season, we go to Pensacola. Pack Racing, the Can-Am 250. That's going to be an exciting one for sure. I will see you guys then.